If you're looking for inspiration and examples of best practices for designing apps, software, screenflows, and components for your digital products, well, look no further. Hi everyone, I'm Elizabeth from DesignerUp, helping you become a more skillful and mindful designer. If there is a solution you're trying to design for your users, whether you are designing wireframes or the UI of a product, chances are the flows or problems you're working on have already been designed and tested by other designers in other products before. Examples include things like login flows, user onboarding, date pickers, chat interactions, image uploading, etc. These best practices are documented in the form of design patterns, which are just use cases of familiar, repeatable, and recurring ways of designing solutions that address common problems we find in digital software. In this video, I'm going to show you some of the best sites to learn from and get inspired by real UI and UX design patterns in live digital products, like mobile apps, software, and SaaS products. So first up, we have Design Vault. Design Vault is a curated library of screenshots and interaction patterns from the world's best digital products, so you can gain insights and explore trends. If we take a look at one of these called Honk, this is an app to meet friends and chat live. You can see that there is a login and onboarding screen. This is the splash screen when you first enter the app. Then you have your login and authentication with this awesome little graphical animation that comes in. And then you're asked to input your phone number, kind of WhatsApp style. And then you can see what happens with the interactions when you decide to allow notifications or to enable your contacts to be imported. And you can add some interests by clicking on these chips. So you can see all of the little things that you need to remember to design for, such as what happens to the chip when it's very long. Does it wrap? Does it truncate? What happens when you tap on it to select it? And how can you easily scroll back up or down to unselect things or select other ones? There are so many interesting mobile app designs here that you can go through, and different ways that you can look at how other designers have handled the issues of common design solutions, such as a WYSIWYG here for crafting messages. While there are mostly mobile examples, there are some desktop examples as well. For example, Reddit here, Reddit's homepage, and popover navigation, sub-navigation dropdown. Next up, we have checklist.design. This is one of my favorites for having an outline of all of the things that you need to remember to add to your designs and templates and components and pages. So you can start by looking at the pages that you'll need, and these are pretty common: a login, maybe a pricing page. Can't forget the 404 FAQs. So this might be the marketing side of your site, for example, where you need to design all the landing pages for it. And then we dig deeper into the elements of the user interface design. So this might be avatars. And when you click into this, you can see all of the checklist items that you can actually go through and interact with here as well. So for instance, you want to make sure you have a placeholder image, let your users know what types of files are accepted, and the status change when an avatar has been updated. All of these little interaction feedbacks that you want to make sure you've included inside of your designs. There are principles for designing cards as well, making sure that your cards have one style, that the spacing is equal between them, and that you've considered responsiveness when your screens or devices change size. I love that they also link to articles that are helpful, so you can dive deeper into the principles behind these things, as well as examples of actual designs that practice this and design systems that reference these principles. Next up, we have design patterns for mental health. This is an amazing mental health patterns library, and it's a resource for those involved in developing and designing digital mental health products. So really, it's to encourage the learning and the sharing and best practices of apps that are operating in the mental health space. So here we can see some of the principles, the patterns, and the examples. And this is wonderful to go through to just learn more about how you would design apps specifically like this. So you can browse through the design patterns here, making it human, giving control, being clear. And then if you click through these, it gives you some more descriptions about how you can handle this. Next, we have Little Big Details, which is a curated collection of the finer details of design, including explanations and definitions of the user experience. I love this because it gives you the why behind what you're seeing. So for instance, Google Docs, the capitalization option in the format menu is demonstrated in the capitalization names. Very cool, because users can see at a glance here that this is what uppercase is going to look like. This is what lowercase will look like. It's these tiny little considerations that you can get inspired by and draw from to make your products and your flows and designs just that much more delightful for your users. Here's another example on Slack. When you leave a channel before you submit your text, the icon will change to a pencil icon. It's good to know that you were in draft mode or that you were in the middle of typing something and you left it. Next up, we have Landingfolio, which features the best landing page inspiration templates, resources, and examples on the web. There is a growing library of 1,982 landing page designs and 3,829 component examples as of today, and that is updated daily. So over here, you can see inspiration for different areas of marketing websites and landing pages. So for instance, if you were trying to figure out how to lay out a pricing table, here's an amazing example here. You can look at headlines. There are sign-up pages. There are about pages, and even a SaaS landing page inspiration, which is very cool. Then you also have component libraries, so you can look at individual components of these pages, such as just getting some hero inspiration, maybe examples of testimonials and how they're laid out. Every marketing site has to have some good testimonials, so this is a great way to get inspired by how others have laid things out. There are also templates, so these would be full templates for landing pages and websites that you can purchase. And a lot of them are block and component based, so you can buy this collection and then put together the sections and components in the way that you want them and restyle them yourselves. There are also wireframing and UI kits, which is amazing. Some of them are free, and you can search whether they're on Bootstrap, if they're for Sketch or Figma, and you can search desktop and mobile examples. There are also icon packs and mockups and mockup generators. This is just loaded with every resource you could really need to make amazing landing pages. And next we have Screenlane.com. Screenlane is mobile UI design inspiration that gets sent to your inbox every week, and you can browse their site as well by category, element, and brand to see color palettes as well as design patterns. So here you're going to see tons of mobile examples, and you can filter by different elements, such as maybe a timeline. You can look at different product categories like finance. Maybe you're checking out some Web3 crypto wallets. So lots of great mobile examples here. Next, we've got some more landing pages, specifically SaaS landing pages, and there are almost 700 different examples here by some top-class SaaS companies. So lots of inspiration here for different branding and color palette ideas and anything that you might be doing in the SaaS product space. Really Good UX.io is another amazing one, and this is another newsletter that you can subscribe to. And it's a library of great UX examples with analyses and breakdowns of the user experience and the UI design. So for example, Telegram, which is a messenger service that prioritizes user privacy and message speed across multiple platforms. It shows you its UI, and it talks about what it can do and why it does it the way that it does. So these are just really great case studies. Not only can they inspire your own work, but they can inspire presentations that you're doing to show how things are laid out and how they're explained and what makes it great. And so this says that users can subscribe to the tips channel so they get notifications when new features are released, making it easy for them to stay updated, so on and so forth. So there's some nice design logic and reasoning being displayed here. And then we have UIPatterns.com, and this is one of the original resources for great user interface patterns with examples and explanations of best design practices and approaches. It's very in-depth, and it goes into different parts of the user interface, such as the navigation, dealing with data, social interactions, onboarding. And this one goes through guidance on blank states, walkthroughs, coach marks, playthroughs, guided tours, and all the different ways that you can onboard your users into your app. And then you can click into these and see some primary examples, for instance, Slack, what their onboarding allows them to do and how it helps the user. And there are a lot more examples here. And then it really talks about the solution. So the solution here for onboarding is really to present the main features of your product before the user starts using it. And a walkthrough explains the product or service in terms of its features, benefits, and in general, what the product or service allows you to do. So that's really wonderful to keep you on focused with these patterns and when and why they should be employed in your products. And it helps you focus on the user tasks. It provides visual references. It includes direct links. All of this stuff is included in this site. So I highly recommend this one. And finally, we have 2 incredible free resources over at DesignerUp.co for Notion. The first is the UX Design Checklist, which was created to help guide you towards a better user experience. It includes things like the 7 factors of great UX, 10 usability heuristics, and the 5 dimensions of interaction design. And then we have the UI Design Checklist, which is all about the symbols, colors, spacing, grouping, and visual hierarchy and components, along with a lot of other great free resources. So go and have a look at those at designerup.co/shop. While there will always be the need to adjust, innovate, repattern, and create original designs, learning the foundations and how to apply them first is always a good place to start. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.